Welcome to the RN-BSN information session. My name is Jay Franklin, and I'm an academic advisor that typically advises prospective and current students with the last names A through K.
Hi, my name is Robin Riva, and I'm also a program evaluator and advisor, and I advise students and prospective students with the last names L through Z.
What we're going to cover today is the application process, admissions criteria, structure of the program, completion of the pre-nursing core, the additional Board of Registered Nurse requirements, completion of the LODR, which is a language other than English requirement, elective units, financial aid and scholarships, and program costs. There are two locations for the RN-BSN program, here at the Cal State San Marcos main campus and at the Temecula campus, Cal State San Marcos at Temecula. Both locations have a maximum of 20 students.
It's important to understand a little bit about the background of how extended learning fits into the larger picture of Cal State San Marcos. And as you can see, there are several schools and colleges that are underneath the hat of Cal State San Marcos University. Extended learning is its own department. The major difference between our department and the other colleges and schools is where the funding comes from. So extended learning is what we call a self-support department. That means that all of the tuition and fees that you pay for your program go directly back into your program. You can see a list of the different degree programs that we offer, and these are unique to extended learning. The great part about attending an extended learning degree program now is that you are guaranteed to get a seat in the classes that you need, and you are guaranteed to finish your program in the allotted time. So you're not competing for registration, and basically all of the courses that you need are offered in the semester that you need them. We are certainly regionally accredited, just like the main campus. Your degree is also going to say Cal State San Marcos. It's not going to say extended learning, and it won't say Temecula if you attend that cohort. We are regionally accredited through WASC, which is the Western Association of Schools and Colleges.
So the application process. Essentially, to fill out the application, you would, where you found this video, on the left-hand column, look for how to apply, click on that link, and halfway through that middle of the web page will be a button that says Program Application. It's an online application. It takes a few minutes to fill out. Once you actually submit it, it's going to prompt you to pay, and also at that time it reminds you to fill out your FAFSA, your free application for federal student aid. You'll need to submit your $50 application fee, but here's something that we request of you. We would request that you submit all of your transcripts as one packet. So you could send a request to the various colleges and universities that you've attended, have them all sent to your home address. Once you've received them all, send them as one packet. So you will know once they arrive at Cal State San Marcos Extended Learning, you'll know when they've actually arrived because they've arrived as one packet. Once we receive your final transcript or your entire application packet and transcripts, it takes typically a few months for Robin and I to evaluate your transcripts. Do not apply to the university at that time. And applications and your transcripts are valid for 1 year from the date of application submission. So our admissions criteria. You essentially will need a valid California RN license, an associate's in nursing from a regionally accredited college or university, completion of the pre-nursing core or their equivalents, a minimum GPA of 2.0 applies to all overall college and university GPA, cumulative GPA for the pre-nursing core and the RN-BSN support courses.
A little bit about the pre-nursing core, the classes that we are looking for as admissions requirements in order to get started in the program. Many of you will have these classes or most of these classes completed within your associate degree of nursing. But just so you know what they are, if there is anything missing, then we would require you to complete them before starting our program. The top courses are the sciences that we require, and they are anatomy and physiology with a lab. If schools have them separate in 2 different semesters with labs, that's fine. The way it's organized here at Cal State San Marcos is anatomy and physiology 1, anatomy and physiology 2 with labs, microbiology with a lab. And the chemistry that we're looking for is any college level chemistry. It does not have to be organic. If you have taken a general chemistry in lab, that is perfectly fine. The bottom 4 classes are what we call the Golden 4 in the CSU system. And if you have attended any CSU and earned a degree, then this is something that's already completed for you. They are the A1, which is oral communication, A2, which is written communication, A3, which is your critical thinking, and B4, which is a college level math. The evaluation that Jay and I complete is what's going to help you to identify which classes you've already taken and which, if any, you may still need. So that's something that we can certainly assist you with. And if you have questions, you're welcome to contact us once you do receive your academic evaluation. This is part of what we will send you once we have completed your academic evaluation, and it's a breakdown of these pre-nursing courses that we were just talking about. You will have a first attempt and a second attempt, as you can see here. So if you did earn a grade of C- or below in your first attempt, and then in your second attempt you did pass the class with a C or better, you'll see that the two grades are averaged. This is where we're looking for a 2.0 or higher in order to be eligible for our program. Right now, the RN to BSN program is not impacted, so as long as you do meet our minimum criteria for admissions, you're welcome to join us, and we'd love to have you as a student in our program.
The additional board or registered nurse and graduation requirements are each of the 5 bullets. Typically, you can satisfy them per bullet. Psychology is satisfied with psychology, but the next one down is anthropology or sociology. You can satisfy them with either or. While the next bullet says Bio 215, experimental design and statistical analysis in the biology department, we are looking for inferential statistics. So essentially you could get inferential statistics in business or economics or even elementary statistics. Generally, if the course description states inferential statistics, that particular requirement is satisfied. The next bullet down is what we're looking for, lifespan development, or as Robin and I like to joke around and say, womb to tomb. The last bullet, while it does say Soc 303, an upper division 300 level sociology class, many times you can find this course at a local junior college of your choice. The structure of the RN to BSN program essentially is it's run in a cohort format. You travel in a learning community. You're as strong as your weakest link, and in this format, in this cohort format, there are no weak links because each one of you support one another. We follow the traditional campus schedule, so if you want to know when your Christmas breaks or holiday breaks or spring break, you can pull up the academic year calendar for that particular year and find out when those breaks actually occur. You must earn a grade of a C or higher in all of your nurse classes. A grade of C, 2 grades of C- or below will result in academic dismissal from this program. Should you feel like you're not progressing academically to meet that C requirement, feel free to contact Robin and I or your undergraduate chair for this program for assistance. The program consists of 45 nurse classes of both didactic, fancy word for lecture, and clinical coursework. You must complete 133 units to graduate from Cal State San Marcos. After completion of this program, you'll receive, as Robin had mentioned, a degree from Cal State San Marcos, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Structure of the RN to BSN program. We're running a cohort format. Essentially, you're a learning community of each other. There are no weak links in this kind of format because you support one another. We follow the traditional campus calendar, so if you're looking for winter breaks, Thanksgiving break, or spring break, by all means you can pull up that particular year's academic year calendar and find out when those breaks occur. You must earn a grade of a C or higher in all of your nurse coursework. 2 grades of C- or below will result in academic dismissal from this program. Should you feel like you're not meeting academically that C grade, by all means contact Robin or I, and at that time we would also encourage you to contact the undergraduate chair for this program. This program consists of 45 nurse semester units of both didactic, fancy word for lecture, and clinical coursework. You must complete 133 units to graduate from this program, and at the completion of this program, you will receive, as Robin had said earlier, a degree from Cal State San Marcos, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. As part of this program, throughout and within the RN to BSN program, there are upper division GE units you must take here at Cal State San Marcos. They essentially are the BB, the CC, and the DD requirement. Essentially, they are Bio 323, Philosophy 345, and Anthropology 301.
Additional requirements that you will need to complete for a bachelor's degree at Cal State San Marcos include an American Ideals. This means that you need to combine a U.S. history class, and typically it's about 100 years of U.S. history, and a political science class that does include a portion of California government. Additionally, General Education Area C includes C1, C2, and C3. This is arts, humanities, and typically your C3 is your foreign language, which is also a graduation requirement.
That graduation requirement that Robin is referring to is LOTR, Language Other Than English requirement. This is a graduation requirement for all bachelor degrees from Cal State San Marcos. There are many ways to satisfy this particular requirement. You can visit the link as listed. I must point out that high school foreign language will not clear this requirement unless you've passed an AP, IB, or CLEP language exam with an acceptable score. We also should point out that there are 18 non-community college units that must be satisfied. So as the breakdown is listed, you need 133 units to graduate from this program. 70 of these units is the maximum transfer allowability from all of your community college coursework. That leaves us with 45 units within your RN-BSN program, and the remaining 18 units, they cannot be taken at a community college. Essentially, they must be taken at a university level units, and they typically will be your elective units.
You can take those through extended learning at Cal State San Marcos, but you're unfortunately not eligible to take them through the main, what we call stateside schedule of Cal State San Marcos. We can certainly assist you on an individual basis, the best way to complete these additional units. The articulation website that Jay and I use very often, and something that helps us in our evaluation, which is offered to you as well, is what we call assist.org. And this website will show you from a community college in California any course that you may have taken or you're thinking about taking in the future that will be the exact equivalent of what we require at Cal State San Marcos for this program. So any of your general education, pre-nursing core, or support courses you may find on this website from a California community college. If you're trying to find out which classes from a four-year institution will transfer into our program, that's something that Jay and I have the expertise to help you with, and won't be able to use assist.org to assist you. We do have financial aid and scholarships for this program. You may use the FAFSA, as Jay was explaining during the application process, the free application for federal student aid, and we certainly recommend that as the first place to start to secure federal loans to pay for tuition for this program. The website is listed here, and it's very simple. If you've used FAFSA in the past and you are still using it perhaps at another institution, all you have to do is switch the school code so that it would then apply to classes that you're taking here. You can only apply your FAFSA loans to one institution at a time. The NSLDS website can be helpful if you are somebody that has used FAFSA in the past, to see how much in total in federal loans you've already used or borrowed, and then you can see what your remaining may be. Rarely have we had students hit that maximum level that you can borrow from the federal government, but I guess it is possible. So that website can help you determine how much you have already borrowed. There are scholarship opportunities certainly out there as well. That is typically an independent search and not something that we as advisors can assist you with. If there is paperwork and there's one that you particularly would like to apply for, we can certainly assist you with that, but it really is an independent search to see what you may qualify as an individual.
This is actually a good point to tell you that we are self-support, and state funding does not apply for our programs. So if you received Cal Grant or Cal Vet, unfortunately those particular scholarships and funding sources do not apply to extended learning degree programs.
You can use the GI Bill, however.
The tuition breakdown is as follows. Lecture tuition is $300 and clinical tuition is $400 per unit. There are additional program costs associated with this major, and they are listed as noted. Thank you for watching our RN-BSN presentation. By all means, you can revisit the website and visit the CSU Pre-Nursing Core, any of the additional RN-BSN additional courses for graduation, or download the brochure.
We also do have information sessions, and we definitely encourage you to come see us in person or to call and email with additional questions, because you can always learn more details about the program, and we certainly look forward to you joining us. Thank you very much.
Bye.